All right, guys. Think I got my sound halfway working here. Chris, somebody out there, give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. We got a little race to 11 going on tonight. A little bit different than normal. Jason and Cruz have decided to play the race to 11. We're going 9 ball, but the first person that gets to 6 games, they switch over to 8 ball for the rest of the set. So kind of uh, you know, hybrid set here. So we're going to do part of it in 9 ball and part of it in 8 ball. So the first one that gets to 6 wins in the 9 ball set, then that next rack they'll finish the set out in 8 ball. So, Jason won the first break, and we'll get this thing rolling. Appreciate y'all tuning in. If you're out and about, come on by. We got plenty of tables open tonight. Um, we do not have a tournament tonight. We got this clash for the cash, and then um, that's it. So if you want to bring your team out and practice, or you guys want to come out and do some gambling, we got some tables open. We'd love to have you. Got some specials on whiskey tonight for everybody that'll come in. So had a great tournament on Saturday as well. Scotch doubles 9 ball. And here we go. Jason breaks and scratches in the side. That's not a good break. Ball spread out really good here. So that'll give Cruz a chance to go to work on a pretty good rack to get rolling here. Just started. Yeah. So Cruz got a little too far on that, but not too bad. It's a good cut. Gives him a natural angle to the 3 ball. And should be able to maybe stop this ball, come back just a little bit, put that 4 ball on the side, and really the 6 ball is really the only thing I see that could cause a little problem. And really, it's if you don't know how Cruz will play it, but it goes in the corner or the side. It's plenty off the rail to do that. So we'll see how he plays that. Like I said, it was a really good break, and ball spread out well, and Jason scratched. So May got a little out far on that. He's going to have to. That's not really the shot there. If you're going to play it down the corner, you wanted to leave that cue ball much closer to that rail, or risk catching that titty and either throwing your cue ball out or scratching either one. So not sure. From this angle, it looks like it's going to be a tough shot for that 6 in the corner. Cruz decides to play a defensive shot, which is probably the correct smart play there, I would say. Like I said, shooting that 5 in the side, you had to shoot that a little softer, or try to English around the table and get under that 6 for the side pocket. Leave yourself that angle on that 6 where it was set, and that just wasn't going to work. So tricky little defensive shot here for Jason. Doesn't have a lot of balls to hide behind. Um, see what angle he decides to use here. Get as much separation between the 6 and the Q as possible. Caught that side titty, that hurt him a little bit. I think he was wanting to bring, um, probably put both those balls out in the middle of the table. So left an opening for Cruz to get this first match under his belt, and he missed it. He missed it. Those just won't go here. Many of you know that play in my pool room that that shot just won't go. Uh, and so had a mistake there on the break, and now we've had one more here from Cruz. It looks like. So we'll see if Jason shoots this. Shot that just a little hard. I'm not sure. Um, Not sure. Just caught that wrong. I believe I would either come 2 rails or at least kept the cue ball on the other side. So it's got room. Just a good smooth stroke and still making it tough on himself. Really, didn't follow through there on that one. Didn't get the English he needed. Yeah, James, it is. It sure is good. He's had a tough road back and great straight shot there by Jason. He's had a tough road back with those legs and that diabetes and stuff. So we're glad to have him back getting around that pool table. And he's come back. I don't think he's lost anything really as far as his pool ability. In fact, he might be playing a little better right now than he was when he had one prosthetic. I think the one prosthetic never was exactly right, and I think that was bothering him worse than now that he's got 2 prosthetics. Seems like he's a little bit more balanced, a little bit more steady on his feet. So Jason takes the first game, and that was a good match. Had a couple of mistakes by both players, but um, Cruz missed that one shot down the rail, and that's really what decided that game. Jason made a great 9-ball shot there after he didn't get the too good a shape, but he made a great 9-ball shot. All right, so we're in game 2 of this set in the early going. All right, so let's get this live stream posted over to Facebook so the link will come into YouTube. There. All right, I think we got that over there. Let me get the classic cue. good shape there on the two balls. So see if Cruz can get down table. He needs to get under that 4. I don't think it goes past the 8. Needs to get under that 4. So a good stroke here. It was a good one, maybe a little too good. Yeah, just a little too good. It happens a lot. Happens a lot to me too. I finally put a good stroke on a ball and I put too much on it. Mhm. Let's see. Got a pretty good kick at that 4 ball. Got a pretty good, reasonable leave out of it. Looks like. Bring that cue ball all the way back down table. That's a pretty good shot. I like both players are playing some. None of them are firing at stuff too much. We got a pretty good defensive battle going on. Got two very evenly ranked players. We'll see how the match turns out, but as far as their Fargo rating, very very close. See if Cruz elects to play defense or go for this bank here. Gonna say probably the leave is probably best. Almost got behind that 6. Don't follow that ball down there, Jason. Went to the wrong side of that. It might have worked out, but that 4 had got in front of that cue ball. That would have been dangerous. And it's a tough shot. I don't know. I don't know if he's going to elect to try to make the 9 ball. Say he probably would, but still a tough shot. And he did, and he made it. Great shot. That's a good shot there. Running up the rails on this table on a combo like that. That was a good. That was a good shot. So we are tied at 1 apiece. And Cruz will get his first chance at a break. Let's see. And not bad. See if he gets anything on the 1. He does have a shot on the 1. Not a not a gimme, but broke balls up good, made one, and can see the one. So, and Cruz is playing pretty conservative, which is smart. That's a smart shot, um, for sure. Good kick by Jason, trying to spin behind that five, but didn't quite get there. Still a good shot. It's got him over the ball, but may have left Cruz a shot here to get that cue behind that six. It would be the perfect shot, but he went. I guess he cut that ball, or maybe he was not sure there. I think he got a fortunate leave there. I really felt like he was trying to make that ball, but either way, he got a good leave out of it. James, uh, my new place doing real well. Doing real well. Thank you for asking. Clarksville's third base. It's about a mile and a half from the Classic Q on Riverside Drive. So um, it's doing real well. It's a sports bar and grill. We have a full menu. We do have a couple of pool tables in there and some other games for entertainment. Nice outdoor area right there overlooking Cumberland River. So you guys haven't been there, go by and check us out. We open at 11 daily. So for lunch, and we'd love to see any of y'all. So Cruz takes aim here at this rack, and that's a good shot there. I like that. He got going to back that ball up and come across the table. That's a good shot. Everybody sees the table differently. It's funny. I know that when I'm looking at it, I usually see it wrong, but I watch a lot of people play pool, and seems like everybody sees it differently sometimes. And I know 9 times out of 10 there's a right way and a wrong way, and I'd give anything if we could get a couple of 700s on this stream to play or above. And I think I'd really like to see that and watch that. Be a good match. I've not had any luck getting any higher Fargo players lined up. Whitey's played a few times, and he's obviously in that 620 range, I guess. I'm not sure exactly which Fargo, but he's one of the better players we've had. And Cruz just made a great out there. Cruz looking like a 620 there on that rack. So good shooting by him, and to take a 2-1 lead in the match. But I'd love to see if anybody out there listening, or you get word to the right people. I'd like to see some stronger players. We've had a few. We've had, like I said, we've had. I put Robert Bernander in that group. He played. Um, he was playing a guy a little less than his speed, but it was still fun to watch Robert, and like I said, Whitey and Josh Gamble's played down here on the stream. Love to see that guy play. He's a strong player. But I'd like to take it up to the next level. Get some 700 and above players in here. I know it's hard to do. They normally are in matches a lot bigger, or in different places in the state playing. So I understand that, but I'd still like to see it. I think everybody out there would too. But I also like watching these players here. They play in my realm of competition, and I see a lot of the mistakes that I make. I see that they make the same one, so that not too bad either. Yeah, James, there's not very many. You're right about that. I'd like to see still like to see a couple of them get together. I'm trying to think. I don't right off the top of my head. I don't know. I guess uh, Josh O'Neal, maybe Nick Hickerson, obviously Hennessy. Uh, uh, I'm sure there's others. I'm not thinking of, but even get some of them guys out of Kentucky down here. That would be great. I know there's some big time players up there, just within driving distance. So so Jason's got a chance at this rack. He's taking aim at this rack and get on this 7 ball and should be able to make quick work of it. That was a good smooth shot. Nice shot there. Even getting more of the 650s, the mid 600 players to play would be fun to watch. That would be fun too, and not that the 550s and people are not fun to watch. They are, but I still like to watch some of the higher skill level players sometimes. Jason got just a little far there, but made a great shot. Oh, is it gonna fall? No. Just a game of inches, half inch probably, maybe not even that far. He come off that rail, got behind the 9, made a great masse. These pockets or shells are deep. That ball goes, you know, a lot of other places, but still a good shot. So Cruz has got a deep 8 ball in a pocket, comes back, gets a good kiss off the 9, and should be able to put this in the side. And when you look back on matches, those those shots, like I said, that inch, that half inch, a lot of times decides the match. So one good thing about streaming it and putting it on YouTube, you can go back and watch those, and see that stuff and see when the match turns and see really what the difference was in the match. Sometimes it's a blowout, sometimes it's just one player is just so much more skilled than the other, but most of the times, more times than not, it seems like it's just those little things that determine the outcome of the match. And I think you could say that probably of any two evenly skilled players. Good break. I don't think he's got much on that 1 ball. I think he can touch it, but got to be careful and not catch too much of it. He'll scratch. Um, well, I'm assuming he called a push there. Yeah, caught a push, which was a smart shot. I think he was scared of that scratch, uh, trying to contact that one and play defense. And the balls are setting out there pretty good. So Jason's gonna now need to play a defensive shot, and I'm not sure. He throwed his hand up like it's not like he left him open. Looks like he probably did. Um, Made a ball, slopped the ball in, and got hooked. I guess is what he did here. So I think Jason was obviously trying to play defense there, had a ball roll in, and I guess he's hooked. Looks like he is. I don't know if he can get enough of that one to make it or not. And now you got to. Oh yeah, he could have got a he got too much of it. So pretty good leave. 2 balls sitting in a spot for a 9 combo. 3 balls down there to kind of guide it in. So these players got to be thinking that right at the moment. You know, if they can get lined up on that two ball, that's going to be the shot. So Cruz is going to try to hide Jason here. They don't want to push that one up in the hole. It's a pretty good shot. So yeah, this is should be a. I don't know if Jason will go for the bank. Sometimes he likes the bank. I believe I would probably get my cue ball downstairs and take my chances just like that. Yeah, I believe that was the smart shot. This still didn't get him hit, but that was the smart shot. Just kind of takes the 2 and 9 combo out of play, so we'll get to see this rack play out, I would say. And that's a mistake by Cruz there. So Jason's gonna have the first chance at the rack here. Kevin, I see you're on here, buddy. Good shooting Saturday. You and your partner finished third. Good shooting. Um, I thought it was an excellent tournament. Was really happy with. I think everybody played real well that played in it, and it was very competitive. I felt like so. We'll do that one again sometime. I think it was a fun matchup. I and missed that ball good, so that's good there. So Cruz is, I don't think can see that ball. He's going to have to kick at that ball. Yeah, it was a good tournament and a good tournament. We had a lot of money in that tournament. 24 teams and had right around $6,000 to play for. So that's pretty. You know, I know that know there's a lot bigger payouts in other tournaments, but still, that's pretty darn good for a 24 team Scotch doubles. You know, when you got that kind of field, you know, that small of a field to play. So I think the winner of that tournament got out of here with three. I know it was over 3,000. I don't remember exactly, but so that's pretty good day's work, and it runs smooth. We got it over pretty quick. I just seen Jason miss that two ball there. That's not one he normally misses. I think he was kind of anticipating. You could see his shoulder kind of punched out when he shot that two. Just caught the titty of that pocket. So, well, there you go, guys. Whitey said he's ready, so somebody jump on him. Yeah, they did play good. Whitey and Chris did play good, but Whitey said he's ready for another Monday match. He said that grass is slowed down growing, so he's ready to get back on the pool table. Oh my, Cruz dogged that ball. Wow, that's and that's you know you don't see that too often. Uh, that one was one that was really I think he was anticipating that rack being done with because they were sitting there. They're just like they are now. They're just sitting there like ducks on a pond. So I now this six ball shot here. Do you? I know how I play it. I don't know how everybody else plays that. I go down rail and come back up. I don't know. I guess that's probably the way most people would play that. Yeah. He really spun it. I would not have spun it that way, but that worked out great. I would have just come one rail, but Jason elected to come two, and that worked out really good. So that was obviously the right shot. So now just don't overshoot, and great English, great shot by Jason. Got in good shape on the nine, so and good out. So again, a turning point in the match there. Cruz misses an easy five ball to really go up 4-1. That makes a big difference. 3-2 matchup could have been 4-1 there. So Jason, kudos to him for getting that rack out and taking advantage of that miss. We're waiting on Jason to break this rack out. You guys remember we got Wednesday night, we got our race to two 8-ball tournament, usually a pretty decent turnout. We'd like to grow that as much as we can. Again, it's just race to two 8-ball. It is on a weeknight, so we get people in and out of here pretty quickly. Would love to see you if you have not played in it or haven't played in it in a while. Come by. There's no handicaps involved. It's just race to two. So pretty fun BCA rule 8-ball. And not a terrible break, just didn't get anything to fall. Balls broke out pretty good. He's got a left a good shot on the one. The ball's kind of stunned there. They didn't not many of them come up to the top of the table. So I think if Cruz gets on that two, and that was a really good stroke there. That's not an easy shot to get that kind of stroke and control on. So that was a good shot. I thought got right on that two where he needed to be. And now he's second guessing it. I think he's a little above the two, which is probably would have been easier if he'd have been a little under the two. So that's what he was looking at there. And nice shot, good stroke. So I'd say this is the shot here. Not too hard of a shot, but needs to get on that five, and that should call the game out. Very nice. Got up table probably a little further than he wanted to, but he was didn't want to get involved with that 7 and 8 over there. So now this will be a tough shot here because he needs to stop this ball, and that's tough on this table. It'll rattle that ball out, and that just wasn't a good stroke, but he made a ball, and we all know how that feels. We all know how that feels. I've had it happen for me, and I've had it happen against me, and I'm sure everybody listening and watching has had the same scenario. So that's 9-ball. And he drawed it right in the side. Yeah, that's a mistake you can't make there. He didn't have to draw that ball back like that. He had to just shoot the ball with pocket speed there, and the cue ball floats out in the middle of the table. There's no reason to do that. I'm not sure. Um, don't know if he just. I don't know. I don't know if he was just wasn't thinking. Sometimes when you slow your stroke down and you ease up, you maybe that's what he was thinking. He wanted to keep shooting, and Jason didn't get anything on that ball. He just chopped that ball, and Jason doesn't um, get that stroke rolling. That because that could have cost him a game right there. Just and when he popped that ball, he just poked it, still letting that cue ball run on out. So Good run there. Good out by Jason, and that's going to tie this thing up. So, turning out to be what it should be, which is a back and forth match, looks like. Any of you guys got any cryptocurrency out there? I don't know nothing about it, but everybody's saying buy this and buy that. Every time I buy something, it seems like I lose. So again, Jason breaks that dry. He needs to get his brake working. Gonna have to figure that out because these balls are really spread nice, and they're really the one to the two. I guess probably be the biggest obstacle I see, and I don't know if that six is causing the issue or not. But yeah, perfect shot. We do have a 550 and under tournament coming up the 9th of November here, so I don't know if my man has got that put on Facebook yet for advertisement or not, but we'll do that here um, on the 9th. So keep your eyes open for that. If you're established at 550 and under, please feel free to join us in that. Uh, I just ask that if you are a 520 and you know that you're a lot higher than that, and there are people out there that do that for whatever reason for Vegas, I do ask that you use some discretion and not come down and try to run the tournament over. There's not a whole lot I can do unless I just know for a fact that that's the case. So do what you got to do, but um, we want to have a fair tournament. There's no need to, no need for a 600 player to be playing in a 550 and under tournament. Just because his Fargo is lower than it should be. So good shot there by Jason. I really didn't expect Jason to get to this table here, um, but now this one's a little tricky. Just needs to come between the 7 and 8. That's the way I would try to play it. Just come between the 7 and 8. Don't kill it. Don't get way back up here at the top of the table. Your seven's in the pocket. You don't have to. He decided not to play it that way, but got a good leave out of it. Looks like so. Again, it's a game of rolls and a game of inches, and we've seen them in these 6 games. This is the 7th game of this match. We've seen them go both ways. We've seen both players get a decent roll off a shot they were trying to make that got left, and we've seen some balls that were slopped in. So it's been back and forth on that, and I don't think Cruz hit that ball. Yeah. So that sets Jason up in a little better situation. Just just stay down on your balls here. This is really everything's probably going to come to you if you just stay down on your ball, stroke through the ball. You'll have to. I don't think you have to do nothing real fancy here on any of these shots. And I'd love anytime any of you guys watching, especially better shooters, would love for y'all to get on the mic and commentate some of these matches. If you don't want to do the whole thing, do part of it or something. 'Cause love to see a more skilled eye watching this table, watching these shots and stuff. Um, and Jason's another good lead there, but Jason's just not hitting the balls right now like he normally does. He's just the missing shots like that normally gonna cost you the game for sure. Uh, Here again, he got a good roll out of it and hooked him. But a lot of times it still don't turn out good. So Jason's going to jack up on this ball. Don't want to push through it. It's too close. Had a good shot there, but it was hard to that seven. So looks like the seven goes by the eight. It's tight. It's tight. Yeah, Jason has poked at the ball a few times. I would agree with that. Um, I do it myself, catch myself. It's just a bad habit. Like I said, I think we all do it when you're at that even 650 and under speeds. I think it happens. Obviously, happens more to the lower speeds, but that was a good shot. So Jason got this game. Very nice, good shooting, and he's going to take the lead in this match. We're at 4-3. So been a good match. It was Cruz had Jason down 3-1, and Jason has stormed back and got this 4-3 lead now. Yeah, Jason, when he's really focused and really has his mind on the game and what he's doing, whether it's tournament or gambling, he plays strong. You know, he plays a really solid what his Fargo is, in my opinion. Um, you know, and I've seen him, you know, and I guess you say that about any of us. The focus part of it, I think it makes a big difference, but it's very hard to easier to say that than it is to do it. So yeah, James, I'm going to have one of those soon. I am. I'm not married to the 550 and under even right now. I might do a 600 and under this time. Might do like a 600 and under eight ball or something. Um, so I might do that November the 9th. But we're gonna have a tournament November the 9th. I'll get that posted probably tomorrow. Try to get it shared out. So it is uh, a little late going, but we'll get that shared out. You guys can help me do that. So I've seen a lot of tournaments. I've seen people do 575 and under tournaments. Um, good shot there by Jason. I think he got him. Didn't stick him on that six, but got him awful close. Me personally, as far as pool tournaments go, I like the open variety. I just like to play, and that's just the way I like to play. Um, you know, I, but I get it. I get it in today's world, and I've seen it here. I've done it several times, and the open tournament normally doesn't bring in the players near as much as your split brackets or your Fargo rated or your race to your rank and that kind of stuff. Your handicap tournament. So and all those are fine. All those tournaments are fine. You know, but even the Fargo tournaments, we all know the downfalls with Fargo. Um, I do think Fargo's a good system. I really do. I think across the board, across the country, I think Fargo's gets you pretty close, and I think there's plenty of proof of that. Even in just our little matches here at the Q, it doesn't always work out that way, but most of the time when the Fargo's, if you look them up and put the race to 11 in, it's usually pretty close. It's not too far off. So, but you know, the handicap tournaments that people are ranking these players and just calling them fives and calling them sevens and all that. not a not a huge fan of, but because they're never going to get it right. You know, they're never going to get it right, and you know, you that's just tough. And I've been to a lot of tournaments, and not necessarily me being my ranks usually close, but it hurts your feelings when you play a guy and you're giving them 2 games and they're shooting you know, they shoot a ball better than you do. That that gets tough. Yeah, Chris, I agree with you, man. I like that. I agree 100% with what you said. Um, I like the 600, 700. And I will have to say this: when you get above 700, I don't know if that's not a. Um, I played some I played some above 700s and a little different. Uh, yeah, it's more of a pro. When you get to that level, um, that's a pro, semi-pro level, really. Uh, in my opinion, I mean, you know, but I've seen, you know, I've seen 705s and stuff in amateur tournaments. I've played in them, so you know, I don't know. I guess everybody's opinion is different, but I do feel like the 700 mark is just a little different threshold than the 600 mark. Uh, you know, normally you play somebody like Hennessy or somebody like that. You know, you're just, you know, not going to beat him. You might luck up and get going good and beat that 650, but um, I don't think you do that unless it's a race to one or something like that when you're playing uh, those big boys. So that's just my opinion, but I still like it. It doesn't matter to me. Heck, man, I put my money in and whatever. I played. If the entry fee, if I can't afford the entry fee, I won't play it. I don't know. So um, so a little defensive battle. Back to the match. Little defensive battle here going on the 3 ball for Cruz and Jason. We got a good tight match here. It's 4-3 with Jason leading, and Cruz gonna kick this ball. Needs to get a good leave unless he kicks off the far side of it. He tried, hit it a little solid, but I know what he was trying to do, which was the right thing. Didn't hit a rail, so that's gonna give Jason the ball in hand. Jason tried to stick him, and he did. It's a good shot. So we're still on defense on this 3 ball. I think that was the right shot. Jason really the perfect shot there to get that cue ball right under that 4 a little bit more, where it wouldn't have given him the option to come off that rail, but worked out the same. And Jason's gonna get ball in hand, so just kind of needs to focus here and see what he wants to do on that 4 ball, because on camera that doesn't look like that goes in the corner. So if it doesn't go, you're going to have to go. That's a good shot. Don't roll it down on the rail. Oh, got a little too deep. But that was a good shot. He had the right idea. That ball bounces off the rail or doesn't go that far. That was a smart shot. So now we'll go back to defense, which is the name of the game. I think he left him in that gap. So and good smooth bank there by Cruz. Pretty much had to do that. That was one of those. Uh, you know, if you miss it, shooting it to that speed, you probably got your man hooked. So it was a good 2-way shot there, I thought. So Cruz looking at this to the side pocket. I'm assuming the 9 is maybe got him blocked to come up table. So just really needs to concentrate on making this ball. Cut it. Didn't cut it enough because if you just stayed up, you was okay on your 6. So Jason trying to strategize here on this table. Not sure. Puts that ball in the left corner pocket. Got to pull it a little bit. Don't want to scratch, which I don't think it would be a problem. You could either run it or pull on it a little bit. Either one, I think. But you gotta make the cue ball take that English here, because if it don't, you're gonna scratch. If you make the 5. Playing defense, which is not gonna be a bad shot if it don't come up too high. Good shot, Jason. Smart, taking the safer road out there. So I mess up a whole lot there. I would have fired at that 5, probably missed it, scratched, and my opponent would have been out. So smart thinking there by Jason. But I would have fired at it. And Cruz elected to jump this ball. He might try to kick this ball. Yeah, I believe I would have. I don't know. I'm not at the table. I believe I would have tried to kick that ball into the 7. I sure didn't want to do that. Oh, what do you guys like here? I like the 5 in the corner, 6 in the corner, 7 inside, 8 in the corner, 9 in this top corner. I guess I think that's the play here. Set up on that 6 and come around 2 rails, get on your 7 for the side, and you're home free. Let's see how Jason decides to play it. Okay, that one's, yeah. I'll just smooth stroke this, come 2 rails, and just got to have good speed here. You don't want to leave yourself short. You don't want to come up too high either. Oh, he wobbled it. He wobbled it, got good shape on it, decent shape on it, and wobbled it. So a little easier shot on the 6. You don't have to come 2 rails here with that ball in that play. Just come up table. That left it a little short, but should be okay. I would have wanted to have been on top of that 7 there. Me shooting it, but he should still be okay. If you don't, that 9, don't mess him up. And like I said, um, I think he shots through. I tell you, that's one of them. I think Cruz slowed down just a little bit before he started that run out. He got to shoot that 6 up. Andy, you wouldn't be able to play in that, would you? Aren't you like a 620, 625? You should be if you ain't. Good grief, Andy. You'd be a favorite in a 600 and under. Uh, Mr. Andy was here Saturday. We appreciate him coming out. And Jason takes game 5, so rolling right along. Good shooting by Jason there. We again, I think if you look back at that game when Cruz had that, when Jason wobbled that 6 ball, which Jason should have been out there. So Cruz was fortunate to get it at the table, but he had that 6 and he just didn't. He just slow down and realize, hey, I got to hit this with enough speed to at least not be below that 7. Because I knew when he got below that 7, that 9 ball was, it didn't have to work out in a scratch, but you almost knew that that 9 ball was going to affect the cue ball. So 560, pretty strong 560, Mr. Trough. There you go, Andy. There's your Chris. Chris said I'll get in there with anybody. So Chris's game is improving every day. We're glad to see him playing. Oh, James Monday, yeah, yeah, be a good match too. So 2 ball's kind of funny here. I think that's kind of what Jason's studying about. I don't know. Come down on the a little lower than where the cue ball is now, off this top rail. That would be probably the play if he can get that on it. Um, he's going to play defense again. The smart move. Again, I'm firing and I'm gonna fire that ball every time and miss it nine times out of 10 and leave my opponent out. Jason's thinking good, playing smart pool right now, so that's good. And Cruz has got another jump shot here, so I think makes contact with this. 3 balls in the hole. Whoa, didn't get up over it. That other one he jumped, he went too far, took a little off, took a little too much off. So 2 balls still kind of squirrely here. Uh, we'll see. Just need to break it out. That'd be okay. That worked out pretty good actually. Worked out pretty good. Well, I like the way Jason's playing. He's just decided, hey, I'm gonna if I don't have a high percentage shot, I'm gonna play defense. Very smart. Very smart. I like the way um, I like that. That's good patient. That's the way to play the game. And Jason's gonna get that ball in hand again, so beginning to maybe frustrate Cruz a little bit here. So the four to the five, obviously, but shouldn't be a problem. I just would take caution here, not try to get so straight in on that five. When you shoot the four, you can give yourself a little angle. 8 balls in the middle of the table, you don't have to get do nothing crazy. I think you're back to the 700 guys would probably be able to play this a whole lot different, but Jason set up perfectly on this 4 ball, so just needs to get down past the 8, and I think he'll be fine. Just not too far. Oh, too much. Yeah, just got to get under the. You got to get under the 8. So I think that's where you're going to see your higher end players. They're not going to make that mistake there. They're going to pull that shape out every time. So good kick. Let's see how it ends up. And Cruz has gotten a back to the table here when he probably shouldn't have on this one. And I can see a little frustration setting in with Cruz there. Normally he plays that ball and gets shaped on the 8. So he left himself a tough shot here. Just has to make it. Just it's a tough shot, and really he just needed to make that ball. Uh, should have been his whole focus there, which I know it was, but maybe trying to come 2 rails there like he did. And great shot, great speed there by Jason. So Jason is going to be the first one to six. So, and I believe I was under the correct understanding that now the match will go to eight ball. I think is what they said. Yes. So now we're gonna switch over to BCA rules eight ball. It's a 6-3 match. So Jason is the first player to six. So that was their agreement, was the first player to six in the set. They would change to eight ball for the remainder of the set. All right, guys. So different game here, changing speed a little bit. Now we got BCA eight ball um, for the rest of this set. So we'll see if that changes anything. Um, Cruz probably needed a little switch up here. Um, I think Jason had won the last five games in that match. So I think that was five in a row for Jason, if I'm not mistaken. So probably a good change of pace for Cruz to start with something else here. And that just won't work here. Most places it won't. You pull that ball out every time. So Jason is solids and Cruz is stripes. Got a little work to do here to get out. A little harder to play. Just a little different strategic game here. Eight ball is, I think. I think it's just a little different. Nine balls a little simpler for me. That's why I like it. I'm not real good at seeing the patterns on the table on an eight ball game. But one good thing about eight ball, you miss your shape on one ball, you might still have a shot on one of your other balls. So that's one good thing about it. See what Jason's thinking here. Thinking he's gonna clean up down there and then get back on that four where he can play that four maybe in the corner and maybe get that seven broke out a little bit. I think maybe that's the what he's seeing. I think the four. I think he's got a clean shot in either corner, obviously, but probably thinking three ball, maybe four ball, getting that 11 broke out when he plays that four. Don't want to clog that up anymore, and I'm not sure if he's got the right angle on it. Still got the one ball on the table. It's hard to see if he's got enough. I don't know. That's tough. So it depends on what Jason decides to do here. Because making all these balls and not being able to make that seven is really not going to do you any good. Missed it, but not terrible. So the 11 ball's a little funky for Cruz. It looks like, but looks like he's going to play defense here. Or maybe he was trying to make that ball, but I think think that was defense. I'm not real sure. Looks like Jason's going to get that seven out and banked it. He caught it, and he got a bad roll on that 11, but still, what a great shot there by Jason. Um, Little unfortunate roll there, pushed that 11 up, messed him up there, but so that's a pretty good shot. I don't think Cruz will take that 11. He'll leave that 11 and control that pocket, but he's got a tough shot here for sure. Okay, kind of a shot that you don't have to worry too much about. Tough shot. Um, so I'm just not sure here. You need to until Jason gets control of that pocket up there. It's going to be tough. It's just going to be tough. So it's going to be a tough shot here for Jason to leave Cruz something that he can't get out of. So about all he could do there, was just get that because as long as that 11's in that pocket, just ain't much he could do. So now Jason will just have to hope that Cruz makes a mistake here and misses a ball because I tell you, I don't. I, Cruz shoots, you know, three balls better than I do, and that's fine. But I don't like that the pattern he went at here at all. I don't understand. I'm just confused. If anybody else maybe educate me a little bit, and it may work out for him fine. But I just, to me, that I don't understand that. I don't understand why you shoot that 13 with such draw English. Um, why you play it out that way. I don't. But anyways, so Jason is getting a turn back the table. Uh, you know, looks like he's got to play the one. Really, the four is the shot if it goes, in my opinion, because then you don't have to. Then you get automatic shape. But I don't know if the four is kind of hard to see. Yeah, good shot. So you just never know what's going to happen, guys. Like I said, I would have put money on Cruz getting those balls off the table, but he just, for some reason, he shot a shot that made it hard on himself. So Jason, good out, and Jason takes the first game of 8 balls. So this one is getting a little out of hand here. Um, you don't want it to go too much further. It's going to be hard to catch back up. Talking about a 4 game lead. Jason's 4 games from taking the money. So it's going to be tough. Cruz is going to have to win 2 games to Jason's one. Got a little back and forth here between Mr. James and Chris. Let's see what's going on here. And nobody has said anything about playing Whitey. Whitey said he's ready. I'm telling you, it is hard to get them big boys on the table. Yeah, I don't know, people. Too many of them afraid to lose on camera, I guess. I don't know. I don't understand. A good breakup shot there. See if he left himself in. That looks like he did. Looks like he's got that 12 ball in the side pocket. So this might be one here that, now I'll tell you, looking at the table, Cruz does not want to miss here. He wants to be smart, make the shot, stay down on the ball. Uh, 13's a little funky, but should be able to get on it right here. 9 combo, make it, shoot it soft because you don't want that 15 coming off and getting in screwed behind that 8 ball. Just enough speed there to make it. Yep, that's a good shot. That's a good shot. Oh my goodness gracious. And the story of this match over and over is that that very makeable shot there just not happening. So pretty much wide open here for Jason. Still got 7 balls on the table. He's got to make plus the 8 balls. So not gimme by any chance. He's still got to make them. Well, I say they would, but only person I'm hearing on the stream is Whitey, so I don't know. I'm not saying they won't, James. I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you that you know that's all I can say. I mean, So needs to come back up around that 5 ball. Just make a good stroke. Don't get wild here. Not sure I didn't. I'm not sure that I didn't like the 1 ball shot there more than what he shot, but he's gonna have to. He's gonna have to probably change his strategy now a little bit. Kind of thought Jason should have took that 1 ball instead of that ball that was laying in the pocket. But again, everybody sees things a little differently. So he's going to try to go and shoot that ball. I don't like that at all. Um, may work out for him just fine, but don't know if he just didn't like the length on that 6 ball or what. But anyways, he's back in shape now. And again, everybody plays differently. It's fun to watch the different patterns that everybody plays and the way that you're looking at the table. You think, man, why didn't he do this differently or that differently? And I don't, not saying that there's a right or wrong, but uh, he's in good shape here. Um, the way he played it, so and just keep it off the rail and get out there and make a good clean stroke just like that. I think he's good. So Jason's hitting the balls good. Like I said, it took up 2 or 3 games there to get him settled down. He looks like he's playing a little smoother. Of course, when you get up in a match like this, a little bit more relaxed, a little bit of pressure's off, so we all start rolling a little bit better. Good out, but Jason's shooting good right now. So congratulations to him. I think we're um, didn't expect to see. I expected this to be a little closer, so I really did. But again, it's one set. Anything can take place in one race to 11, and we've all seen these matches from different players that uh, we look at and say, man, these are going to be close, and they get a little bit out of hand, and that's what we've got right now. Uh, but it's one game at a time, so we'll see how this one shakes out. Again, we're doing 8 ball for the rest of this match. Started off with a 9 ball race. First one to 6 games, changed over to 8 ball. So Jason had that 6-3, won the last two. So Jason's won the last 7 games straight in this match. Won the last 7 games straight. Cruz has had opportunities. Um, so just things are not going his way. He's may miss some balls that normally Cruz will not miss, um, and it happens. Happens to all of us. So I'd like to see Joey and Jeremiah play. Honestly, I think that'd be a good match too. Um, Not sure why that hasn't happened yet. I guess we'd have to ask Joey and Jeremiah, but um, I really think here locally in Clarksville, those are probably the two closest players. I may be wrong. You guys may not agree, but I think locally here in Clarksville, those would be the two closest that would match up the closest, I think. All right, so Cruz needs to get on track here a little bit. He's going to start his comeback right now. Can't give anything else up. Um, Second guessing a lot of stuff here. I just like to see Cruz get into a little bit of more of a fluid run here. Not sure if Jason can see that five ball or not. If he can, could be danger. Guys, the string looking okay on y'all's end there. I had an error come up. I want to make sure it looks good on my end. I just don't want to make sure everything's looking good and sounding okay. Thank you, Andy. Good deal, good deal. Yeah, it's telling me something about a keyframe frequency or something's off. So I don't even know what that is. But anyways, we'll let it run. Hopefully, hopefully we'll finish this match out. Anyways, I hope. Good shot there. See if Cruz can settle down here a little bit and get a game in. He needs to go on and get out here. Just everything's just a little off. He's a little high there. He come really. I don't know why he come around on that side of the ball. Should have stayed on this side, but uh, making shots harder every time. So elected to play some defense there. Let's see if he's getting hooked to that four ball. I think he does. Huh? Yeah. Yeah. So Jason's gonna try to spin around that 14 ball. Needs to make a good hit for sure and keep the cue ball up here, which is what he done. So smart shot. I think that was. I really don't think he was in trying to make that full ball. I think he was trying to make sure that cue ball stayed up table. Cruz has a cut shot here in the corner. It'll go for sure. And good shot. Nice shot. Worked out really nice there. So trying to see how to get on that 12 ball, I think is what Cruz is studying about. It's a tricky, little tricky shot here, but to get on that 14 right, you can come back across the table, get down on that bottom rail. Easier said than done. He elected to go that way. I'm not real. Don't know. I'm not sure. Would have thought just push the 9 in the side and get a little high on that 14 and then you cut it. Seems like to me that would have been an easier, more controlled shot to get down on the 12 than what he just tried to do. But uh, I know things look different at the table, so I understand that too. Thank you, James. I try to. Hopefully we start getting more of the pool players to support the Classic Q on nights that we don't have tournaments and stuff. I get plenty of players on tournament and league nights and stuff like that. So really looking for would love to get more people in here on nights. Just come out and have a few drinks and practice and things like that. Love to see that. So we appreciate what everybody does for us though as well. So uh, you know this is what it is. We're beginning to get a few people in the building, and tables are beginning to fill up. So we working on a little bit of a facelift here at the Q. Probably going to take 2 or 3 months to complete, but we'll be doing some interior, uh, you know, what's the word I'm trying to look for? Changes, upgrades to the place. So hopefully springtime of next year, you guys will be a little better than we are today as far as the atmosphere and the look. So not a bad shot there by Cruz. Come out of that pretty good. Kind of left Jason a lot of options here. You shoot the 1. If you miss it, you really hadn't hurt yourself. If you stop it and where you get to the 3, then you can get out. So lots of options here for Jason. And yeah, Jason just said, "Hey, I'll just play defense. I'm not even gonna try to fool with that." So yeah, a lot of places in town with pool tables, and you're right. That doesn't help a place like the Q that basically mainly just focuses on straight pool, which is what we do here. Um, so you're right. Um, there's a lot of places to go. There's had 2 or 3 tables that you can go play some pool on that offers different other kinds of entertainment. So I understand that completely. And so Jason left Cruz a shot here. He's got to come back and down to get on the 8, but it's a tough shot any way you look at it. And Cruz lifted up there. He's come out of his shot on that one. probably a good thing he didn't make it where he left himself, because if he had have made it, that pocket would be open, and he didn't have a no kind of shot on the 8. So probably a good thing that that one fell like it did. So now things get a little tougher for Jason on this match. He's got to make a needs to make a ball here. I would think he may. I don't think he can has a good shot at defense on this particular shot. He needs to make that one, and then um, then see what he's got going on. In my opinion, but um, I guess he could call safe, bring the cue ball back over to the right side of the table. Um, he may just not call safe and try to do that anyways. So kind of a double play. So that was a good shot. He made a good shot there. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the next few months here at the Q. If things go to plan, we'll have a lot nicer place. We have a nice clean place now. We're gonna try to update some things as far as the paint and the decorations and things. So well, hope you guys will come join us for that. Oh no, as I talk, Jason missed that ball there. So no, he wasn't expecting to miss that one. So now Cruz just needs to get under the 8 so he can get it in this corner. Oh, he didn't need to hit it. Didn't want to hit it. He might still be okay. He might be okay. I don't know. He might have a path to that top corner. If he don't, he's in trouble. If he don't, he's in trouble. I think he called it across corner, if I'm not mistaken, which will be a magnificent shot if he makes it. And instead, he scratches. So that's going to leave Jason 4 balls with ball in hand, and probably not going to work out good for Cruz on this one. And Jason is going to take uh, the 9th game, I would think. Jay, that's the 1 ball, brother. This this table here, I'm having trouble. That center's not reading the cue ball, and it's putting the cue ball back down there where all the other balls are. And I've adjusted it and adjusted it, and if I get it adjusted where the cue ball kicks out, then it starts kicking the 5 and the 1 ball out. So I don't know if I've got a sensor going bad or what, but let's see how Jason plays this. It's the only one he's got to make. Shouldn't be a problem. Just stay down on your shot and run it up there. Yeah, yeah. 3 and leave your cue ball down table a little bit. Oh Lord, he's going. Okay, well that works too. Come up. If you don't get just right on this 3 though, now you gotta just pull it back. Either way, a lot of ways to go there. I like the 3 and then the 5. Just play the 5 and with some bottom right English and spin it off that rail and come up top of the table. Just take a lot of misstrokes out of the match. But um, just a little cut shot here. Take this match one step closer to being over. So we'll see. This is the shots that you have to make to win matches. So those are fairly easy shots, but those are the ones a lot of times we take for granted at dog. So Jason's taking another game here. So that is 8 games straight for Jason. So good shooting, Jason. Cruz is just going to have to regroup here in his mind and get some consecutive balls to be made. Um, Try to get back in line here. He's running out of time for sure. He's had opportunities. Cruz has had opportunities throughout the match and not capitalized on them. That's for sure. And you just can't do that. You just can't leave. Um, can't leave players ball in hand with 4 balls on the table. It's just not going to work out on a bar box hardly any time. And Jason shot really good too. Jason's started this stretch, back when he started getting them 9 ball games, he was playing some real good, uh, just high percentage safeties. Wasn't really taking any shots that weren't, you know, really high percentage. So I like that, and that's really what I think got Jason in the groove here. He played some real good defensive shots, even when he had some shots that he could have probably made. He chose the defense and maybe frustrated Cruz a little bit, and definitely got some ball in hands to make his time easier. So it's a good shot there by Cruz on that ball. But again, uh, you don't not giving yourself too many outs there when you on the shape part of it. So have to cut this ball on the side. I would say want to be careful about that 8 ball. Yeah. Um, So that's a pretty good shot there. If he didn't leave himself touching that 1 ball where he can get to the 9, um, that was a good shot. Got his 11 up where it's makeable now. So see if Cruz can go on and get out here. That was a good stroke there. Okay, so here's the shot. Just don't want to leave yourself. You're just going to come off that rail enough speed to get between the 7 and 2, unless you're trying to go down below it, which I wouldn't. Yep, that's perfect. Worked out perfect. Nice shot. I would have probably not brought that ball down that low, but that worked out even better. Just missed the darn object ball. The shape was really good there. I think he probably missed that because he was trying so hard to get that shape. Um, Maybe forgot to make that ball and wobbled it. So, but still got really, um, with that 10 holding that pocket up, and then he's got control of a couple of pockets really. Jason needs that one in the bottom down there. That would make his out a lot easier. So Jason's got a little work to do here. Really going to be hard to hide Cruz with that 10 sitting in the pocket. So Jason's going to have to shoot his way out of this, which he's got some chances to do for sure. I think I like the 1 ball here. This shot here, I think maybe if you miss this, you're giving up the game. It's a good shot. So let's see how this translates. The 4 balls, still tough. Uh, I don't know. I don't know how you play this. Yeah, I don't know. It's tough out here. Really, just the way that Cruz's stripes are sitting. Maybe cut that 6 and try to hit that 4. He's gonna go for the 1. Try to get down there. Uh-oh, that ain't what he wanted. But he still got. This is one of them times we talk about. Still got the 6 ball on the table to shoot at, or the 2. Um, I know that's not what Jason was wanting there. I know he was wanting the 3 ball. The reason he went down there, but – And now he's getting on it. Nice shot. Don't want to be straight on it. It's a good shot. That's going to leave him, if he chooses to get on his 7 here, I believe. I believe he's got enough angle off that rail to get right above that 12. Get right on that 7 if he chooses. Yep, perfect, perfect. So 4 ball, really, yeah, 4 ball is going to be tough. I have to get on that in a different way to get on top of it here. Really, you've got the angle to do it right here. Get on top of that 4 and play it down in the corner. This will be a good shot here to get over on it. And just missed the ball. Didn't get the shape either, but damn, if he didn't leave Cruz, I believe he left Cruz. Cruz is going to have to kick at either one of these balls. Wow. Yeah, and it's tough either way. That's tough either way. So we'll see. Cruz just has to pocket this ball. And that's the main thing. He missed it all. He just couldn't do that. Nope. Yeah, very frustrating for Cruz. Again, we've all been there. That that was Jason is shooting good, and Jason is shot really good. Jason has outshot Cruz in this match for sure. Um, and when you get to rolling, a lot of times things go your way in a match, and that one definitely went Jason's way. So I think the 2 ball goes in the corner. If it don't, it definitely got other pockets. So I don't know what how Jason's going to play this. I would assume he would make the 2 ball his last ball, but I don't know that. So um, now comes, let's see here. It's a little iffy if the 2 ball don't go in the corner. It's going to be it's a little tougher shot here from where he's at. I don't know. It looks like on screen it does, and I guess Jason thinks it does because that's what he's set up for. So it's tight. It's definitely tight. Tried to take that pocket over anyways. He's upset with himself there. I know what he was trying to do there. He said, well, if I shoot it, uh, trying to make it, but shoot it soft, I might can take that pocket over. So uh, didn't get it. So Cruz maybe get one on the board here, which he desperately needs. That was a good shot by Jason. That's a tight window there. And Cruz is going to shoot this ball first, which that's fine. I'm not real sure that's the way I would go, but good shot. Those are tough shots. You don't want to miss that, but now he's up top of the table. Should be okay here. Just take it easy. Not get too much spin. Easy now. Good shot. So Cruz is going to put one on the board, and he needed that. He needed that desperately. So good out. So we are at 9-4 here. We're going to 11. Appreciate you guys staying with me. This has been a good match. It's score's a little lopsided, but we've had a lot of good defensive shots. We've had some uh, balls that normally are made that weren't, but or just didn't get made. But it's been a pretty good match. So Guys, I'm going to take a break here for about 10 minutes. So you guys sit back and enjoy. And I will be back on air here in about 10 to 15 minutes. Okay, don't go nowhere.